The world celebrates machines. We admire aircraft engines that fly across continents. We trust robotic surgery systems that assist doctors with precision. We depend on MRI machines that scan the human body in detail. We launch satellites that watch the Earth from space. We build AI systems that process information in seconds. We design smart buildings with the intelligence of engineers and architects. An engineer understands pressure, load, speed, and performance. An architect understands structure, balance, design, and safety. A technician can open a machine, find the fault, replace the part, and bring the system back to life. But there is one system that is far more complex: the human mind. A machine shows an error, a building shows a crack, a phone shows low battery. But a human being may smile while breaking inside. A child may become silent. A student may look normal but feel completely lost. A mother may hold her baby with love and still feel emotionally heavy. A working professional may look successful outside and feel exhausted inside. A couple may live in the same house and still feel far away from each other. That is the reality many people carry quietly. We maintain machines, we repair vehicles, we service devices, we design buildings with safety. But the mind that carries out decisions, relationships, memories, fears, hopes, and everyday emotions is often left unattended until the life becomes too heavy. Maybe the world does not need only engineers for machines and architects for buildings. Maybe the world also needs solution architects for human minds. And when we speak about the kind of care, one name stands with purpose: Dr. Haseena. She is the founder of Dr. Haseena Care, a fast-growing mental wellness center in Kerala, and a growing digital mental wellness platform built around care, privacy, clarity, emotional healing, personal growth, and personalized support. Her work supports students, parents, couples, mothers, professionals, families, and individuals who are carrying stress, anxiety, confusion, relationship pain, career pressure, emotional wounds, and unanswered life questions. This conversation begins from a simple truth: the mind should not notice only when it breaks. It should be understood, supported, and cared for while life is still happening. Doctor, welcome.
Thank you so much for such a meaningful welcoming.
Doctor, we live in a time where people post happy photos, attend functions, reply "I am fine," and still carry things they cannot explain. The outside world may look very polished, but the inside world may look very different. Let me begin with a soft but serious question. Have you ever looked at a smiling person and felt there is a hidden story behind that smile?
So you would like to know whether smile and happiness are connected, right?
Yes.
Okay, coming to the aspects of smile and happiness. A person who wears a smile may or may not be happy. Usually we started wearing accessories, that is, we wear watches, chains to look better. And people started wearing smile when they stepped out of their houses. This is to confuse others that they are happy. But gradually what had happened was, it started confusing them. That is, within them they'll be not happy, but they always smile. They have a smile on their faces. This created emotional imbalances. At Dr. Haseena Care, what we do is, we give them a space to be themselves. That is, they share all their experiences, their the points which they have been hurt, the point which they have been judged, and we help them to find themselves in them. That is, being happy without depending on others. The major thing is, they depend on someone and they find happiness over there. We train them in such a way that we completely help them to be happy within without depending on a third person. That's what we do.
That feels very real. Doctor, why do people find it so difficult to speak about what they feel?
Actually, being silent is a message. It's a message that they have communicated a lot and they found it was not useful, and it may be like they have made a full stop. And in some cases we find that many people feel they are doing their best by being silent, and in many cases they don't know what to communicate. When coming to kids, it's like kids don't know what need to be communicated about their mental wellness. Couples are afraid whether they will be blamed for such a scenario. Parents, they feel that they're not being served the purpose. They don't know parenting. So it's different in different aspects. Many people, we find that many people even postpone their going for counseling sessions because they are afraid whether they'll be judged. So being silent is a message which clearly conveys that they need help. So if you find anyone being silent around you, just give a pause, just sit with them and ask, is everything fine?
So that point is very important. People do not always need instant advice. Sometimes they first need a place where they feel.
I would like to correct you. I would like to interrupt you. It's not advice. It's purely understanding. We need to give them a space. The first and the main part is we need to listen to them. Without any interruptions, we should listen to them and we should make a try to understand them. Rest, everything is secondary.
Okay, then once a person feel understood, what kind of support does Dr. Haseena's Care offer?
Yes, at Haseena's Care, actually what we do is we give them a space for being themselves. We just listen to them, where we give a warmth that they are not being judged. It's like they are very much free to speak enough. We don't have a time limit. They speak, they share each and every points which hurted them, and we exactly find where they are stuck. It's different in different cases. That is, some students need career guidance. Some young people, they need goal clarity. Couples may need relationship therapies. Parents may need parenting, and those who are in emotional distress may need emotional guidance. It's different in different aspects. So Haseena's Care focuses on both the things. That is, one is growth needs and the other is healing needs. Growth is for someone who need clarity, directions and personal improvements, and then when coming to healing is anxiety, depressions, loneliness. So it depends on people. Exactly what we do in Haseena's Care is people, they'll have felt that it's a full stop in their lives. We just make it a comma so that they can write endless chapters of their life. Thank you for that.
That vision is very helpful. Growth needs and healing needs. Because mental wellness is not only about the growth, it's also helping people grow better, decide better and live better.
Exactly.
Students may select a course, but they do not know what comes after that. They know the starting point, but not the route. So after understanding a student's strength and interest, how does a career mapping help?
So you would like to know what exactly career mapping
Yes.
is? Okay, fine. Let me give you an example. You want to travel from Kavadiyar to Kollam. Okay. You don't know how to travel. You go with a Google map. Okay. How will that be a different thing with and without a Google map? It's simple as such. Okay. If you have a goal and if you know what are your interests are, you travel with a map. That is, you know exactly where you are going to land, which course you are opting, what are the career possibilities, where your life leads. This will create a purpose in your life to study now. Getting the point? So after plus 2, there are many things which need to be taken care of. That is, the future degree options available, the skill developments, the entrance options, possible careers, internship options, and a long-term career decision making. That is a long-term career directions. So if you know all these things, your journey to achieve that will be simple. Getting?
Yes.
And there exactly the career mapping plays a role.
Okay. Doctor, many parents are now hearing about this DMIT guidance. Some are curious, some are confused, some even expected to give a final answer about the child's future. How do you use this DMIT guidance in a sensible and a responsible way?
Yes, before getting into it, shall I ask you a small question?
Yes.
What does a kid actually hurt of?
Is it the pressure from parents or school?
It's comparisons. Comparing a kid. Why does that happen? It happens because a parent doesn't know what a kid exactly is. If a parent understands how their kids are, the comparisons completely vanishes. So for better understanding, we have many understanding a kid. For better understanding a kid, we have many kind of examinations, many kind of assessments at Dr. Haseena's Care. And for especially as you asked for DMIT test, for career guidance, we use two major assessments as a major aspect. That is, one is psychometric analysis and one is DMIT. Psychometric is a set of questions wherein which a student answers, and it is purely focused on career. They can know what exactly their interest areas are, and they can choose their career. Coming to DMIT, it's like the fingerprints, the 10 fingerprints have been assessed, and the child's personalities, their learning skills, and the areas which they are fine at, that is the strength oriented areas have been assessed. A clear assessment of a child is being taken before he or she enters into a career, so that his life becomes easier. So as he chooses according to his skills, as he chooses a career according to his skills. That is what DMIT helps in. Okay.
Doctor, after listening to all these areas, one thing becomes very clear. Mental wellness is not only for people who are in crisis. It's also for the students who need direction, families who need peace, couples who need understanding, and the individuals who want better emotional balance. How do you define mental wellness in daily life?
Of course, that's an interesting question. Before getting into that, a small question. Okay. Are you aware that we have sleeping pills for sleeping?
Yes.
That is, it's a kind of escapism which people depend on, wherein which if they are not able to sleep, they take pills. Nowadays, people suffering from anxiety, depressions, loneliness, it's increasing day by day. But the fact which we need to understand is, we have many kind of medications for a peaceful sleep, but we don't have a medication. Unfortunately, we don't have a medication to wake up peacefully, and that's exactly the importance of mental wellness.
Doctor, the world has changed. Families are spread across the cities and countries. Students study away from the home. Professionals who work in the different time zones. But some people want privacy before they open up. How does your digital mental wellness platform make the support more accessible?
Yes, nowadays privacy matters a lot, and initially we had sessions initially we had sessions only offline. People used to prefer offline sessions, but nowadays people demand for online sessions too, because as you mentioned earlier, privacy matters. Dr. Haseena's Care is available both online and offline modes, which is making it easier. We have clients throughout the world, and now finding mental wellness in their doorsteps is what people enjoy the most.
Doctor, many people may be listening to this and wondering, is this for me, or is my problem big enough? Should I wait, or should I manage alone? Who can actually approach Dr. Haseena's Care?
It's as simple as that. If someone is stuck in their lives, they need to take a help. They need to take a support, and especially the professional support. It's as you asked me, who need to take a help is someone who needs clarity, someone who needs guidance, and someone who really needs support. They can approach us without. Then my suggestion is that they should never ever delay things. Many a times self mechanisms may worsen the scenario. So if you feel stuck, or if you feel that you are not performing well as expected by yourself, then taking help at the earliest is very important. And initially what you have to do is, you have to speak to a good friend whom you trust. Share your thoughts where you are not being judged. And if you don't find such a space, you have to look for a help with a professional, wherein which if you reach them in the initial stages, they can help you in a short span of time. They can help you in a fraction of seconds. So ask for help, save yourselves.
Doctor, many people receive advice from friends, family, social media, and also the motivational videos that we are seeing in our YouTube and all. So, but advice is not always guidance, and guidance without understanding can sometimes confuse people more. So, what makes this Dr. Haseena's Care different?
That's a wonderful question. Actually, Dr. Haseena's Care is an organization which is out of passion. Whoever comes to us, we hear them with heart. We hear them with our soul. That is, we give them a space which is free of judgments, free of, we make them feel comfortable. We listen to them. Initially, what we do is, the first session we go for the root cause analysis of the problem. Many, they are aware, and some they are not aware of their issues. So we sit, we listen, and we help them to find the root cause in the challenges which they are facing. With small activities, we arrive at solutions, and most probably, if the issue is not critical, if their challenge is not critical, we wind up the sessions in 1 or 2 discussions, 1 or 2 therapy sessions, and that is where Haseena's Care stands out.
As this conversation comes to a close, I must say this honestly. Some conversations do not feel like they should end quickly. This was perhaps one of them. Because every answer opened a part of life that many people experience but rarely speak about. A student's confusion, a parent's worry, a couple's silence, a mother's emotional weight, a professional's tired mind, a person's hidden pain behind a normal smile. Many people watching this may not call their pain by a big name. They may not say, I need help. They may simply say, I am tired, I am confused, I am not able to focus, my child is changing, my relationship is hurting, I smile but I am not peaceful. I don't know what is happening inside me. And maybe that is where the real beginning happens. Not by waiting until everything becomes unbearable, not by hiding emotions behind the daily responsibilities, not by pretending that time will automatically arrange the everything, but by taking one honest help, speaking to the right person. The world teaches us to take care of our career, our house, our phone, our vehicle, our business, and our future. But the one thing that carries all of this is often ignored: the mind. A student needs clarity before pressure becomes fear. A parent needs guidance before worry becomes helplessness. A couple needs understanding before silence becomes distance. A mother needs care before the tiredness becomes loneliness. A professional needs support before stress becomes burnout. A person in emotional pain needs healing before the life starts feeling too heavy. That is why Dr. Haseena's Care became important. It is not just a place for counseling, it is a space for understanding, emotional healing, student guidance, career clarity, relationship support, family guidance, personal growth, mental wellness, and personalized care. If something in your heart quietly said, "This is about me," please do not ignore that feeling. Maybe you do not need to have all the right words. Maybe you do not need to explain everything perfectly. Maybe you only need to begin with one sentence: I need to talk. Sometimes that one sentence can open the door to clarity, healing, and a better way of living. For students, parents, couples, mothers, professionals, families, and anyone carrying silent emotional weight, Dr. Haseena's Care is here to listen, understand, and guide with care. The mind should not be noticed only when it breaks. It should be cared for while life is still happening. So, if your mind has been asking for attention in silence, maybe this is the moment to listen. Reach out to Dr. Haseena's Care. Your mind deserves the right care, the right clarity, and the right support. Thank you.